Hey folks, thanks for joining me today. We are looking at Death Garry gun from the Brave of Gold Goldran series. Now, you might be wondering, hey, this thing looks a little bit familiar. This is actually a repaint of a Transformer from the late Transformers Japanese series, Star Convoy series specifically, called Sky Garry. Between, Sky Garry, Gradius, and Star Convoy, those were the only three Autobots in that series. Now, this is a red repaint of that initial figure, and believe it or not, I actually owned the original figure a couple of years ago, maybe 10, 15 years ago, because a lot of these Takara figures were repackaged in the US and sold as Walmart exclusives. And I picked this guy up at Walmart for like $10 initially. Unfortunately, he fell apart a couple of weeks later, but that's just the way it goes. So, this figure, as I said, is a repaint of the original G1 figure known as Sky Garry. Now, people are wondering what the name Garry is. It doesn't really translate to English, and a lot of people thought Garry was actually supposed to mean Sky Carry, with a C. Nobody knows for sure. What we get in the box are, first, the instructions, then this nice little pamphlet for all the other products in the Goldran series, most of which I have. I do own the Gold Bird, the Gold Dino, and the Gold Lion, and then I own all of the Silver-On guys here. These are the plane, driller, car, and ambulance. I do not, however, have Captain Shark or the Train Dude. On the back, we've got all of the other things, though. Then we also have this big sticker sheet. 1, 2, 3 little transport vehicles. 3 different guns, but they're actually all the same. 1 ramp. 1 purplish thingy. And then 3 little robots, which we'll take a closer look at now. Of the 3 little robots, only one of them is transformable. The other 2 are kind of like just little decoys from the G1 line. They're very nicely detailed, but they are made of very somewhat soft plastic. And they do have a tendency to flex a little bit. I mean, there's a little bit of flex there that I'm a little worried about. I mean, there's a little bit of a worriness going on there. Plus, they've also been what appears to be sun-bleached a bit. I don't know how well that discoloration is coming. This arm is very much darker purple than the rest of him. Now, this little dude is more like a Micromaster. To give you guys an idea on the scale, here's a Cyberverse Hunger next to him. So, as you can see, he's maybe 3/4 of the height of a Cyberverse figure. Transformation for this little dude is pretty easy. Just put the arms straight down, flip the missiles around, and then take the legs and fold them up, and you get this cute little missile tank thing. So you got this little dude driving around, shooting missiles at everybody, and then you got these 2 guys who pretty much don't do anything. Death Garry gun is packaged in robot mode. Now, I have not applied the stickers, as you can see, and quite frankly, I'm not going to because I just don't want to ruin the figure. He doesn't really have much in the way of posability. His head does not move. The arms are on ratchets. And then the arms, because of the transformation, can bend in. That's it. You're not going to get any other posability out of him. And I swear the head does move, but it's not moving for me right now. Transformation into vehicle mode is very simple. Take his feet and fold this inner piece of his feet down, and then fold his actual feet down, flip his arms around, take his head and fold his head up like that, take his hands, fold his hands into his forearms, and then fold the arms out and down, and then flip out his landing struts. And here we have Death Garry gun's vehicle mode. Now, the vehicle mode without its stickers is very, very red. I will freely admit there's a lot of red here, but Sky Garry was the same, except blue. Just a lot of blue and black and white. So, not much difference in the two. Overall, though, I like the vehicle mode. I think it looks very cool. And in the show, it's actually huge. I mean, the vehicle mode is just massive. And then his robot mode is also ginormous, as I said. In this mode, he can carry these three, and these three actually peg together. Once we've combined these three guys up, what we do is take Death Garry Gun here and push this button in here at the top of the vehicle mode, and that will allow us to extend the center of the vehicle mode out like that. And open up these claws here, and then there are peg holes in the sides and pegs of Death Garry Gun in vehicle mode. So then we could take the tops of these deployment thingies, snap it into place, and then we can push the figure in, and we've got this carry mode, which is pretty cool actually. And then we can store one of our three robots, or any other Micromaster will actually fit inside. So take our little dude here and slide him in, and just close that up, and then we could toss our robots in the other one, like that. With the little canisters held on there, if we push the button again, it will actually drop whatever is attached there. So that is a very cool feature. Now, Death Garry Gun also has a base mode, because of course he does. To form the base mode, take the vehicle mode and simply, with it stretched out all the way, stand it up like this, take the outer bits, or the outer arm thruster wings, and fold them out, leaving these guys where they are for stability. Then on this upper part, take this, what I assumed was a shield at one point, and this will actually peg in right there. Then we can take one of our guns and peg the gun in like that. Then we take our ramp and one of the container trucks, attach the ramp to the front of the container truck, and then attach the ramp to the very underside of Death Garry Gun, like so. Next, what we'll do is you will notice that there are little tabs on the edges of these pylons. Well, they plug in right here to the little trucks. So take one in, and peg two in. Then we come to the top of the vehicle mode, fold the landing gears in, then take this piece and fold that down and attach a gun to it, like that. So there we have yet another weapon platform. In my opinion, Death Garry Gun's base mode is pretty darn cool. It's definitely different, it makes a good use of the mold, and it just looks rather nifty. It's got plenty of guns and plenty of play options as well. I really dig this base mode. Now, I do own Star Convoy. It's in storage, so I will review him at some point and plug him into Death Garry Gun, because apparently you're able to combine all of the base modes of the three, very much like you were able to combine the, what are they, the Diatlas Sky Bomber, or Sonic Bomber, and Roadfire. The Powered Masters, yes, that's right, the Powered Masters were all able to combine their base modes as well. So, again, we have another 3 Autobot group that can combine base modes. Though, I think the Sky Garry base mode and the Death Garry Gun base mode are a lot better than the Star Convoy base mode, which looks kind of creepy, honestly. Returning Death Garry Gun to his vehicle mode takes just a matter of moments, so let's go ahead and return him to robot mode. Simply flip up the canopy, then flip up the guns to form his feet, close up the landing gears, flip out the head, rotate the landing gear and wing assembly around, fold out the chest plates, flip out the arms, and there we go. In robot mode, Death Garry Gun is 9.5 inches tall. Here he is next to MP-10 Prime. They're roughly the same height, though Death Garry Gun is a little bit wider, or I should say a little bit bulkier up top than Prime is. Overall, Death Garry Gun is a fantastic figure, very old school, so if you are a Super Sentai fan, I think you would find a lot of joy in this. I picked this figure up at CapturedPrey.com. Now, it is also available all over the net. You can also find him on eBay for a very reasonable price. Though, be warned, he is a little bit clacky and he doesn't really have much in the way of posability, which is a shame, because if this guy was more posable, he would be an instant classic. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this review. Go out and get Death Garry gun if you can, or if you can find that old Walmart exclusive Sky Garry figure, get that one as well. They're both really good figures and a whole lot of nostalgic fun. So guys, like I said, hope you enjoyed this review, and I will catch you next time.